What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I've done an update, so I figured I'd do one. I've been so busy lately, it's just ridiculous. But, yeah, I'm going to do an update of my tank, let you know what's going on. As you can see, it looks pretty clear right now. It didn't the past, probably like 4 or 5 days. I had stirred up the filter, and man, it was just a mess in there. But, and my carbon was old, so I had changed the carbon out, and it helped a ton. I changed the filter, cleaned the skimmer, everything's all clean and doing its thing. As you can tell, there's 2 clownfish swimming around. I don't know if you guys could see that in my last video that I had got them. I haven't even watched my videos in a while to see where I was at, so there's my 2 clownfish. They're a mated pair, but sometimes it just looks like they fight. It's weird, but let's get to the corals. Let's see if I can focus in here. Okay, there's my star polyps. They're actually spreading a little bit. They don't seem to open up as much as they used to, but they still open. They actually open a lot more at night. It's kind of weird looking, but I also have a lot of coralline algae growing on there. It's all up on here, all the spots. It's getting on some of the coral frags, which is good. Oh, as you can see there's one of my fuzzy chitons. It's looking pretty weird as always, and there's another one right below it down there. This has actually grown 2 more heads on it. It was originally 2, and one of them was super tiny, and now it's got that one right underneath the back here, and then one literally, that little tiny dot is a new one. And it's just growing like crazy. I feed it almost every day. I feed the fish, which is every other day, but it's freaking huge now. I'm loving it. This, I really can't tell any difference, but that's what I've heard. You can't ever really tell unless you like look at a before and after picture, which I'm going to wait a while before I take another picture and look, but the colors still look really rich, so I'm excited about that. And it's got a lot of coralline growing on it. It's really hard to tell, those little spots in front of the snail there. Other than that, it's doing really good. As you can see, all my snails love this thing. I don't know why, but they're always riding that thing. It's really weird looking. What else we got? Oh, this is my frog spawn. It was originally in the middle right here, and it was there was 2 heads on, or two branches on one, and then I noticed one started dying, and I tried to bring it back by messing with the light and reducing the flow and all kinds of stuff around it, and it didn't do anything. And then this one, which was one of the other main branches on it, it started, like after the other one completely rotted away, I had like cyanobacteria all around just this area, and it finally went away. But yeah, the other one, this one started going, as you can see. Let's see if I can focus it. This edge right here, the edge closest to us, it still looks a little bad right now, but yeah, it used to be out there in the middle, and it started dying off just like the other one was, and I was really worried, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to move it into a little different flow here. And I had, when I had picked it up and moved it, there was a bunch of, like a big black ball of, I guess, fish waste that had just not, I guess when I had pushed it into the sand, it killed a bunch of critters, and they built up underneath it, and there wasn't enough flow to keep it going or anything. So I realized that was, I guess, killing it slowly, and obviously I would have kept, if I would have known earlier, I would have kept both of them, but one of them died off. But this one seems to be doing a lot better, and this one was one that I had broken off when I even put the whole thing in here. So, and it's actually probably doubled or tripled in size now, and it's just rocking out. I'm loving that one so far, but this one I had moved it onto another frag just to see if I could get it to come back, and so far it's doing really good, so I'm excited about that. Let's go over here to my candy cane coral, and so far it's looking pretty good. I mean, I can't tell much of a difference for me. I mean, it looks fat, but it doesn't look like it's going to split anytime soon. So I'm just slowly waiting on those for them to do anything, but they're doing good as far as I can tell. Like, they've got their color, they're pretty fat looking. So that's enough about those. Let's see, let's go over here to my zoanthids. Now these have been fluctuating on and off all the time. I don't know what their deal is. They're right now there does look like a lot more. There probably looks like there's 15 or so more head polyps on there, and it seems to be doing really awesome. I'm just kind of letting that go. And that is it for the frags. Another thing is, I've got a few low flow areas back in there that are and right here. Like, you'd think there'd be a lot of flow because that power head right there is pushing all the way through here and going across the glass and everything, bouncing off the rocks, but it's just slowly moved the sand bed down into a big dip right here. As you can tell, it goes up right here and then goes down, then back up. I don't really know what to do about that besides move the power head, and I don't want to because it's not kicking a bunch of other sand everywhere, so I kind of like it where it's at. And oh, and down here I've got a lot more tunnels, I guess you could say. They're not really big, but there's a few of them down through there, and a few little gas pockets and stuff like that all the way around. But yeah, my overflow's still doing awesome. My mangroves up here, they're still, one of them's doing really good. The other one, it's slowly going. Like, the roots are awesome on it, but it's slowly getting there. My LEDs, they're obviously rocking. I love them. And even though it's a big mess up here, down here they just look awesome. Let's go down into the sump down here. Alright. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had this fish right here, excuse me, up in the other tank, but they were just, that one and the clownfish were just going at it all the time. So I had moved him down here because there's only one of him. The Fiji mud, I mean, I guess it's doing alright. My levels are staying pretty constant, but that's also a lot to do with my salt too, and my live sand up there. So I don't know if I want to get miracle mud or just add a deep sand bed mixed in with that or what. But if you guys have any suggestions on that, that'd be awesome. That crab, and there's another one in here, those suckers are evil. Like, when any food comes down in here, they're just like grabbing the air and everything that comes close to them. It's crazy. Let's see, my light, I mean, I obviously don't have any macroalgae in here, so I cannot get that stuff to grow for anything. So I just have these two mangroves. This one's doing really good. It started off really bad, so I was worried about it, but now it's doing its thing. This one, man, it is just going crazy. It's literally probably 8 inches from the up top up here now, and it started out down probably about right here on this one. So they're just going crazy. I like watching it grow. That one's doing a lot. Let's see, my skimmer, obviously pulling out some nasty clumps of stuff. I just cleaned it so it looks really good. And I got a filter sock back here a little while ago that man, that thing does a really good job, and I figured out a way to clean it. Everybody says to pressure wash it or wash it in the dryer or washer and dryer, but I just don't like doing that, so I use really, really hot water and use the spray, like the little beams of spray instead of just the one constant flow, and it seems to work really good. I just clean it inside and out, and then tap on it with like some sort of handle or something, and it kind of breaks the pieces off, and it cleans out really well. So I'm glad I figured that out, because I really didn't want to pull out a pressure washer. Let's see what else. I do need to do a little bit of cleaning, as you can tell. It's just stuff that whenever I take the filter sock off, it'll brush off some stuff and get down in here and down in there. And whenever I take out this filter pad back here, it obviously knocks off some stuff back in there. So I need to kind of take care of that a little bit, just so it doesn't build up on me, but I'm so busy lately. I had a question about, I don't know if you can see it, that grayish spot back there, or brownish spot, right there. Oh, it's not gonna get it. Anyway, it's a bigger version of these, and I have no idea what those are. I don't know if they're good or bad, but they are literally getting everywhere back here, and some up top, and some in here, and some in the section over here. So if you guys could pause it at that point and figure it out, that'd be awesome, because I have no idea. As you can tell, my carbon over here, it's doing its job now. It's polishing the water a lot better now that I changed it. As you can tell, there's a pretty good flow coming out back there. So it's doing a lot of churning, and I don't want to make it go so fast that it just makes all that bounce around and grind against itself. So another thing, if you guys have any idea how I could clean down in here on this, I literally can't get into this area because it's literally like that big of a gap, and I can't get anything. Even if I put paper towels down in there to try to clean it out, it just tears the paper towel apart. So if you guys have any suggestions on cleaning that out, that'd be cool too. But that is my tank. My auto top-off's doing its thing, going all the time whenever it needs to be. Gotta check on it every now and then to make sure the water's topped off. Cleaned it out a little bit because there's some bugs that got in there, so had to clean out a little bit of there. But yeah, there is my update. Thank you guys for watching and listening to me blab about all of it. You guys have any ideas or anything towards my tank, that'd be awesome. I'm looking to get some new fish sooner or later, but right now just isn't a good time. So we'll see what happens. I want to get more corals, but I'm still waiting on these just to see how they do for a little bit longer, because my tank's still pretty new and I don't want to rush things. So I'm going slow on all of it, but alright. If you guys ever want to chat about something, I'll try to get to you as soon as I can, but no guarantees. Yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.